Polygamy Part 42. The moment Nita stepped fully onto the ancestral mat, the palace trembled again. Thunder roared across the sky, sharp lightning split the clouds, and then, like a divine painting, a rainbow of 7 clear colors spread across the palace walls, glowing against the ancient clay and carved pillars. A loud gasp rose from the elders. "Ye," the king shouted, rising to his feet in disbelief. "How is this possible?" He turned sharply to the prince, his voice heavy with shock and authority. "My son, you told us you knew nothing. You said you were unsure. But look." He pointed toward Nita. "She is with child, an heir of royal blood. The mat has spoken. How did this happen?" The prince stood frozen, his mind racing back to the Christmas night, the hazy memories, the dizziness, the blood-stained sheets. His lips parted, but no words came out. Before anyone else could speak, the oldest member of the royal family stepped forward. Tears filled his ancient eyes as he opened his arms and gently pulled Nita into an embrace. "My child," he said with a trembling voice. "Welcome to the royal family of Egbejo. Our seed grows in you. That is all that matters now." The throne room erupted into shocked murmurs. Some elders fell to their knees. Others stared in silence. The prince looked lost. Alice, however, stood tall, her lips curling into a slow, satisfied smile. Chief Odom's face told a different story. Confusion, fear, and disbelief fought inside him. His daughter, pregnant for the prince. How? When? Why? The king raised his staff, commanding silence. "No royal blood," he declared, "has ever been born outside the palace walls. Because of this sacred law, the prince's unborn child must return to the palace immediately." Before the words could fully settle, Alice stepped forward again, her voice calm but firm. "My king," she said. "Nita is my only child. I cannot give her hand in marriage while I remain in exile. As you well know, I still have 5 years left in my 10-year banishment." The elders murmured uneasily. "So," Alice continued, a faint mockery in her tone, "I suppose the royal household will have to wait another 5 years before welcoming their heir." She smiled, knowing she had struck the king where it hurt most. The king stared at her for a long moment. Then he exhaled deeply. "Woman," he said slowly, "you already know the answer to your demand." He lifted his staff. "I, the king of Egbejo, hereby counsel and lift your banishment. From this moment, Alice is a free woman once again." The palace shook with gasps. Alice burst into joyful laughter, tears streaming down her face. "It has finally happened," she said proudly. She moved toward Nita and held her gently. "My princess in waiting," she whispered. "Come here." As Nita tried to step forward quickly, Alice slowed her down. "Careful," she said softly. "Remember, you carry the future of Egbejo." Chief Odom stepped forward, his voice low and conflicted. "My king, thank you," he said, bowing. "But I must ask, since the prince is now coming to seek Nita's hand in marriage." He swallowed hard. "What then becomes of my daughter Zita?" The hall went silent. "Zita," Chief Odom continued, his voice shaking, "was already proposed to by the prince. And according to the laws of Egbejo, any woman proposed to, then rejected or replaced, must remain unmarried for life." A heavy truth fell over the room. The prince looked up sharply, realization hitting him like thunder. Chief Odom's hands trembled. The elders exchanged worried glances. The king closed his eyes and took a deep breath. This decision would change lives forever. To be continued.